Hello and good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about audit planning and fieldwork part 4. So, let's get started. What is audit program? Audit program are a list of audit procedures to be performed by audit staff in order to obtain sufficient appropriate evidence. Types of audit program. 1. Standardized audit program. 2. Tailored audit program. A. Standardized audit program. A pre-prepared objectives and test list, which is used to perform any audit. B. Tailored audit program. Some of audit have to be tailored specific.
Next topic is audit documentation. 1. Permanent audit file. 2. Current audit file.
Contains data of historical or continuing and permanent nature relevant from year to year. The information is still valid to support the audit work in the current year. Contains information supporting the management assertions embodied in the audited financial statement. Only relevant to current year. Preparation of audit working paper. Criteria of quality audit working paper. 1. Procedure followed. 2. Test performed. 3. Evidence obtained. 4. Conclusions reached pertinent to audit. The quality working paper should include 1. Sufficient. 2. Detailed. 3. Complete.
Audit working paper should 1. Properly designed and organized. 2. Include notation made by auditor called tick mark. 3. Arranged according to account type. Content of audit documentation. 1. Analyses of transaction and balances. 2. Analyses of significant ratios and trends. 3. Copies of the financial statement and auditor's report.
Extent of audit working paper. The extent of working paper is a matter of professional judgment since it is neither necessary nor practical to document every matter. Why should use standardized? 1. To improve the efficiency with which they are prepared and reviewed. 2. To ensure the adequacy of the disclosure shown in the note to the account. Review of audit documentation. 1. Hot review. 2. Post-audit review. 3. Second partner review. 4. Cold review. Then, ownership and confidentiality. And this are some explanation of ownership and confidentiality of audit working paper. Internal control system. Internal control system is the policies and procedures that should be adopted by the management of the entity to help in achieving management's objective. Internal control system is the overall attitude, awareness and actions of directors and management regarding the internal control system and its importance to entity.
Internal control components. 1. Management's risk assessment. 2. Accounting information and communication system. 3. Control activities. 4. Monitoring internal audit department.
Objectives of internal control.
1. To ensure the orderly and efficient conduct of business. 2. To ensure adherence to the management policies. 3. To safeguarding assets.
4. To prevent and detect fraud and error. 5. To ensure accuracy and completeness of accounting records. 5. To ensure timely preparation of reliable financial information.
Key concepts of an internal control system and assessment of control risk. 1. Management responsibility. 2. Reasonable assurance. the basic rules of internal control. 1. Organized structure. 2. Segregation of duties. 3. Authorization control. 4. Recording control. 5. Custody controls. 6. Personnel. 7. Supervision. 8. Management.
Inherent limitations of IC. 1. Management override the internal control. 2. Personnel error or mistakes. 3. Collusion among employee and with third party. 4. Cost constraints.
Component of internal control system. 1. Control environment. 2. Risk assessment. 3. Control activities. 4. Information and communication. 5. Monitoring.
Evaluation on the effectiveness of accounting. A. Test of controls. To prevent or detect and correct material misstatements. B. Substantive tests. Detect material misstatements in an account balance. Types of substantive tests. Substantive tests of transactions. Analytical procedures. Test of account balances. 3 steps to gain understanding on the accounting system and related internal controls. Ascertaining. Auditor gain knowledge by reviewing organization chart, interviewing accountant and authorized personnel at various organizational level or discuss. Recording. Internal control questionnaires, ask series of questions about the internal controls. Narratives notes, consists of segregation of duties, origin of documents, records. Confirming. To provide better understanding of the accounting system and related ICS. To ensure with confidence that the system has been correctly recorded. To provide evidence. Letter of management.
At the end of auditor's audit work, he or she will write a letter to the management about weaknesses listed or internal control system operations which take his attention.
What are the purposes of letter of management? 1. Management will give attention to the weaknesses in ICS so that the directors can do the right things. Attract management that if not corrected could cause the auditor to conclude that he has no adequate assurance about the reliability of the record and consequently has to fulfill. 3. Attract management's attention to weaknesses that may result in losses through the wrong end of account. 1. Discuss the weaknesses in internal control that the customer is verbally. 2.